Hello, everybody, and welcome to Transfer Talk Weekly. This is episode number 1 of this obviously weekly series or show that I'm going to be doing, and I'll just be recapping the week's biggest transfers, as well as the rumors and developments in other transfers. Now, obviously, as this is way in to the summer transfer window, I'll just be recapping some of the biggest done deals, and then as well as some rumors, some of which might already be done. I do not think any of them are. This will obviously, from now on, I'll be uploading this on Saturday or Sunday, not Monday or Tuesday, whenever I upload this one. So, let's get right into the transfers, and we are going to start with Raheem Sterling, moving from Liverpool to Manchester City. He obviously can be described as a money grabber. I think that's what everybody is going to describe him as now. As he is declining Liverpool's contracts, not really being happy with their deals and such. So, Liverpool fans, I can understand if they don't dislike him, but if they don't like him or dislike him. Yeah, Sterling is on his way to Manchester City. On to the next one, which is Roberto Firmino heading from Hoffenheim to Liverpool, which I think it could be good if they play him at the right position. If they play him at the center forward or cam position, I think he can be a very, very solid signing. And we also have Falcao, who's joining Chelsea on season-long loan from Monaco. Interesting one. He obviously did not have the greatest of a time this past year at Manchester United, but so it's interesting to see if he can rekindle his sort of career after suffering an ACL injury 2 years ago at Monaco. Yes, 2 years ago at Monaco. Carlos Tevez is moving back home to Boca Juniors. This one, obviously, sort of heart move, like he wanted to move back to Boca. Instead, money couldn't buy him happiness, something like that. That's good, all in all, good for him. He's on his way to Boca. Mario Mandzukic will step in as Carlos Tevez, the replacement for Carlos Tevez at Juventus, which opens the door for a new striker at Atletico Madrid, which will be Jackson Martinez. So, yes, if Jackson Martinez was at Boca, which he was not, he was at Porto, that would have been a complete transfer merry-go-round. But Jackson Martinez will step in for Mandzukic, will step in for Tevez. Carlos Bacca will help try to rebuild AC Milan this year. He was a great striker for Sevilla, who won a lot of trophies this past 2 years. Along with him will be Luis Adriano, moving from Shakhtar Donetsk, the two strikers. I think that will be a very good strike partnership for Milan. I think that they can obviously not bring them back to Champions League competition. That's out of their realm right now because they're not good, so to say. Did not have a good season, but I think the two of them can be quite good. Memphis Depay is on his way to Manchester United from PSV. He was one of the most sought-after young kids in all of Europe. He had a good World Cup. He's been good for PSV Eindhoven, and now he's on his way to Manchester United. Along with him is going to be Bastian Schweinsteiger, who will play for a club other than Bayern Munich for the first time in his career. He had only played at Bayern Munich, but now he is on his way to Manchester United. And the same day that deal happened, Morgan Schneiderlin to Manchester United was confirmed, so they have two very, very good central midfielders, one of them being world-class, one of them being very, very good. I think you can tell which one is which. Miss Morgan Schneiderlin will be joining Bastian Schweinsteiger and Memphis Depay at Manchester United. Paulo Dybala, however you say it, is going to be another replacement striker at Juventus, and he is very, very good. I think he will be one of the best players in Europe in a few years, as he is a very good young striker. Scored a lot of goals this past year for Palermo, assisted some goals, was one of the players of the season in Serie A. He should be very good. And on to one of the bigger moves will be Arda Turan, who's moving from Atletico Madrid to SC Barcelona. So obviously due to Barcelona's transfer ban, He will not be able to play until January, but if it's a transfer ban, they should not be able to make any transfers till January. Like that, in my opinion, that makes no sense. But I hope he can play at Barcelona because he is very good, but I just don't really see him getting a lot of minutes at Barcelona. Danilo will be heading to Real Madrid from Porto, the right back, who is very good, Brazilian, young. I think the signals are below leaving, as Danilo signed a contract to 2019-2020, along with Denny Carvajal. So those two will probably be the right backs for the future, but I don't know what's going to happen at Real Madrid. Jeffrey Kondogbia is heading to Inter Milan from AS Monaco. And this is another sort of controversial one, obviously not from the not from the AS Monaco standpoint, but from the AC Milan standpoint. He had all but signed the contract. He was saying that, oh, he's going to go to Milan, AC Milan, he's going to sign for them. Then he signs for Inter Milan. So I guess when he said, I'm going to sign for Milan, he did not specify which Milan he was going to sign for. He ends up going to Inter, along with Miranda from Atletico Madrid, who was one of the best center backs in the Liga BBVA the past few years. Him and Diego Godin was a great center back partnership. I think he can be the general sort of say of that Inter defense, and I think he will be a great player at Inter. Douglas Costa is moving to Bayern Munich from Shakhtar Donetsk. Again, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing Shakhtar Donetsk. They're a Ukrainian team. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I do know how to pronounce Douglas Costa. He's an up-and-comer. He's 24 years old. He's very skillful, Brazilian attacking midfielder. I think he will have a good career at Bayern if he's able to get play time. I think he could end up being like Shaqiri, where they don't use him as much and he ends up leaving. Luciano Vieto is going to head to Atletico Madrid, along with Jackson Martinez, another striker. But Vieto will be a striker. He had one season at Villarreal after joining from Racing Club in Argentina. I'm 99% sure that's where he came from. He had a good season, and now he's moving to Atletico Madrid for, I think, a lot of money. And I think he'll be a good signing for the future. Right now, maybe not. I'm not sure if they'll play him that much, but he's going to be good. Speaking of Villarreal strikers, Giovanni Dos Santos is heading to the MLS. Yes, the MLS bought him from Villarreal, in which the LA Galaxy purchased his contract. I think he's going to be a great player, be one of the best players in the MLS. He's still in the middle of his prime, and to walk away from Europe to go to MLS, huge strides for the MLS right there. Jorginho Wijnaldum is going to head to Newcastle United in what could be potentially a fantastic signing. Wijnaldum, still very young, 23, 24, loads of potential. He's the PSV captain, led them to the Eredivisie title, first time in a long time, actually. And Newcastle, this past year, they could have used anything. Honestly, they could use anything, and I think Wijnaldum will be a great player for them. Stefan El Shaarawy is leaving AC Milan to head to AS Monaco. Now, there are some reports saying that it's a loan, but has potential to make it a, permanent deal. I'm not sure, but he's finally leaving Milan, obviously. 3 years ago, after his great season, all the big clubs in Europe wanted him. Since then, he's been injury prone, but now he is leaving AC Milan. On to the next player is Sami Khedira, heading to Juventus for free. He was a free agent and not re-signed with Real Madrid, or I'm not sure who didn't want to sign Real Madrid or Sami Khedira, but he will be a great player for Juventus. And he will be very, I keep saying they're going to be very good, but most of these players are going to be great signings, in my opinion. Now on to one of the more sad ones. Iker Casillas, after 25 years with Real Madrid, has been forced out. Yes, they forced him out of the club. He has joined FC Porto. I wish him all the best at Porto. I really hope that he continues to have a fantastic career. Iker Casillas is one of the best goalkeepers of all time. And Real Madrid are gonna place him with Casilla. Kiko Casilla of Espanyol is gonna be his replacement. A bit interesting. He's not as good as Iker Casillas. Kiko Casilla is only 28. So I'm not really sure what the whole deal with that one was. But, yeah, Kiko Casilla is now the Real Madrid goalkeeper. Petr Cech is going to fill the Arsenal goalkeeping void. Void. That is the right word. I think that's going to be a fantastic signing for Arsenal. As an Arsenal fan, I'm delighted by the signing. I think he will help push us towards the title. Obviously, past few years, everyone's like, okay, this is our season challenge for the title. I honestly think now we have a good goalkeeper. If we can just get another striker, this will be Arsenal's breakout season. Replacing Petr Cech at Chelsea will be Asmir Begovic, who is moving from Stoke City to Chelsea. Obviously, he was going to replace him on the bench as Thibaut Courtois is the designated starter, but when he plays, he'll be very good for Chelsea. I just don't think it was the right move for him. Steven Gerrard finally walking away from Liverpool after countless years. He's been the captain for at least 10 years, probably more. Obviously, Liverpool did not offer him a contract. In January, he signed with the LA Galaxy, but it was a pre-contract. So they're like, okay, once your contract expires, you're gonna sign a contract with us. Basically, that was the deal. I wish him all the best in that MLS, and he actually scored a goal on his debut. So there's that. Andrea Pirlo is also coming to the MLS in the form of New York City FC. Now, I'm not sure if there's a fee or if it was a free agent. I'm really not sure about that one, but he is going to join New York City FC along with Frank Lampard, but Lampard had already been confirmed. He was just out on loan this past year, so I'm not going to comment on that one. Dimitri Payet is heading to West Ham. Fantastic for West Ham. We're trying to push themselves from mid-table to more of a Europa League type team, and I think Dimitri Payet can bring them there, as he had a great season. Yohan Cabaye is going to head to Crystal Palace from PSG. Going to be a good signing for Palace, and obviously he's going to be a good signing for Palace. He'll help stabilize that midfield, joining up with his former boss, Alan Pardew. Nani is heading from Manchester United to Fenerbahce. He never really got the playing time at Man United, and when he did, he wasn't as good as he probably could have been, to say the least. Along with him, moving there will be Robin Van Persie, who I do not like, so I will not be commenting on. Just kidding. I will be commenting on Robin Van Persie. He, after leaving Arsenal, he had really one great season with Manchester United. Past 2 seasons, he's not been that good, but however, he is walking away with a Premier League title from Manchester United. James Milner will be joining Liverpool on a free deal, as he was a free agent, from Manchester City. There was a joke going around that he said the reason he left City is because they could not give him a viable reason for not winning the title. At Liverpool, they have hundreds, so I just thought that was kind of funny. Also, if you guys aren't, follow Boring James Milner on Twitter. Very funny. I do not run it. No way I run that. But it is very funny and boring at the same time. That is why it's funny. Danny Ings will also be joining Liverpool. Now, this was a free agent deal, but as he is under 23 years old, Liverpool do have to pay an arbitrary fee. I'm not sure how much that fee will be, but they are paying a fee. Or no, tribunal fee. Tribunal fee, that's the word. Sorry. Gonzalo Castro is going to be joining Borussia Dortmund from Bayer Leverkusen. I'm not sure if this is a step up or step down. Obviously, Dortmund historically, or not historically, historically and in the past 10 years have been far better than Bayer Leverkusen. But this year, Leverkusen did get Champions League football, while Dortmund only have Europa League football. Interesting, in my opinion, but I think Dortmund should be back this next year. They just had an off year at the beginning, but I think second half of the season they were fantastic. I think they could finish third, maybe even second this year, if we can. Nathaniel Klein will be joining Liverpool from Southampton. Where have we heard that one before? A Southampton player joining Liverpool, but Klein will be the right back at Liverpool. They have had Glenn Johnson, but then again, is Glenn Johnson really a right back, or is he more of just a random person out there not really doing anything? So, yes, Nathaniel Klein, he will definitely be a starter, and I think he will be a good one for Liverpool. Andre Ayew is heading to Swansea in what could be a good deal. Obviously, it's free. Ayew, when he plays, he'll be a great player for Swansea. Potentially one of the best players on Swansea. He could be this year. He probably will be. And yeah, I think that Andre Ayew, that's a good deal, not only for him, but also for Swansea. And now the last one, he is slithering in. It is Fabian Delph, the Snake, as everybody's calling him. Now, let me just break down the story. I don't think it's going to be a good deal for him, but here's the story. There were much interest of him going to Manchester City. He had a Manchester City medical, so he's set to sign, but then he said, you know what, no, I'm going to stay at Aston Villa. 1 week later, he signs for Manchester City. I don't think it's going to be a good deal for either, because I don't think Manchester City are going to use Fabian Delph, and so therefore Fabian Delph, it's just a waste of money for City, and then Delph won't play. On to some transfer rumors, sort of say, is now I'm just going to be discussing some of the big rumors of the summer, and then ones that are heating up. Sergio Ramos could be joining Manchester United, FC Barcelona, or Manchester City. Out of these three, though, I think he's most likely to join Man U, as Manchester United have a little make-weight in the deal, which I will highlight on now. David De Gea is that make-weight. Real Madrid really, really want him for the goalkeeper of the future. However, there have been reports saying that they've given up this summer. They've given up on trying to sign him this summer, but instead they're going to wait until next summer to get him when his contract expires so they can sign him for absolutely free. If so, great piece of business by Madrid. Horrible piece of business by Manchester United. Christian Benteke is 99% at Liverpool. I know that Liverpool have activated the release clause. I'm pretty sure all the reports are saying that Benteke is going to be a Liverpool player, so not 99%, but most of it is done. So Benteke, expect him to be in a Liverpool jersey next year, Liverpool shirt next year. Karim Benzema could be in an Arsenal shirt next year. Would be a great signing for Arsenal. They sort of lack that world-class striker. They only have Giroud, as in my opinion, Welbeck is more of a winger. And striker's finishing isn't quite clinical enough. But Karim Benzema would be a great, great player for I'm blanking for Arsenal, and yeah, I think he'd cost a lot, but I think obviously Arsenal being a big club can't afford it. Mario Götze could be leaving, and he could be leaving to a number of teams. Juventus, Arsenal, Man U, and Liverpool are all linked with the young German international for Bayern Munich. He was very good, but obviously pretty sure he had a falling out with Pep Guardiola and doesn't feel appreciated by the club. He left Dortmund sort of in a sneaky way, but not going to comment on that. Whichever team gets him is going to be getting a great player for the future, not only for the future, but also now. Mesut Ozil has been linked with a move away from Arsenal, however, despite Arsene Wenger saying that he has no intention on selling Ozil, Juventus have been eyeing him, which would be a great pickup for Juventus. Great pickup for them. Creates a lot of chances. Not a lot of goals, per se, but chances. He creates a bunch of chances. And he's actually been one of the most influential players in Arsenal's side, despite everybody giving him constant criticism. John Stones has been linked with Chelsea. Apparently he is very keen on the move. Everton want £32 million. I don't think Chelsea want to pay that. I don't think he's worth that much right now. Maybe for the future, yes. But yeah, John Stones could be on his way to Chelsea. Arturo Vidal could be joining Bayern Munich or Arsenal. I think Bayern Munich's more likely. Pretty sure that the Juventus have actually agreed with the deal, but I'm not sure if Arturo Vidal has agreed on personal terms yet. So, Angel Di Maria, who has been a flop, sort of. Everybody's been calling him a flop at Manchester United after being the British world record signing. He did not live up to expectations, but apparently PSG won him, as well as PSG wanting Juan Cuadrado, who has been not used, who's not really been used since joining Chelsea in January. Everyone knew it was going to happen. We're getting rid of Schürrle, who's a bench warmer, to bring in Cuadrado, who's going to be a bench warmer. I'm not a Chelsea fan. The we is not me. It is the Chelsea board, sort of say. Kevin De Bruyne has been linked with a move to Manchester City, as well as PSG, but mainly Manchester City, who sort of need an attacking midfielder kind of presence, as David Silva could be playing on the left this year, more of a left-sided role. But De Bruyne broke the record for assists in a Bundesliga season. He'd be a great pickup. And lastly, the biggest transfer story of the summer, and what could be the world record signing, Paul Pogba, who has been linked with basically every single team under the sun, but the main ones being Manchester City, PSG, FC Barcelona, Real Madrid, also Man United, but I cannot see him going to Manchester United. But Pogba, I think out of those is most likely to go to PSG. As Man City just signed Delph, so I think they're gonna kind of say, hold it back, we're gonna drop out. And then you look at Barcelona, who've already signed Turan as well as Alex Vidal, and then Real Madrid, who I just don't see spending that much money on. I know I just said I don't see Real Madrid spending that much money, but I don't see them wanting to pay that much for Pogba. Or I see them wanting to pay that much for Pogba. Actually, I do not see Pogba wanting to go to Real Madrid. I think you should say, but I think he's going to go to PSG. It would be a great signing for PSG. But, yeah, Pogba is probably going to leave. And thank you guys for listening. All my rumors are done, and my done deals. If I've missed any done deals or rumors, let me know in the comments down below. These videos will be coming out every weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. That's all I have to say. But thank you guys for listening. My name is Adam, and I will see you guys next time.